How's it going, everybody? It's your boy McWhoopin, and today we are back with yet another episode of Cities Skylines in our new town, and we are going to finish off Suburbia, which actually we pretty much have finished off Suburbia, except for one thing which I did notice, which is what everybody should kind of look out for when they are doing mods and stuff like that, and they're wondering why their traffic is kind of insane. Like, as you can remember from the last episode, we still got traffic lined up all the way up through here, going all the way straight down, all the way across, all the way over here, all the way around through down here, all the way up through here, all the way out to there, down to there. Like, just massive amounts of traffic. And we could easily solve this by doing one thing which I did not notice until I watched an episode of, I think it was the last episode that Biffa did for Fix My Traffic, which is in the option settings of the Traffic Manager mod. I noticed, I realized that this map, for some reason, simulation was on very low. So popping that up to high. This will give the AI the ability to do a bit of thinking and use some lanes. And the other thing is going to gameplay and enabling advanced vehicle AI and dragging this up quite a bit. We'll actually bring it up to 80%. So this will tax your system a lot more, obviously, because and also do more realistic parking. Because this will actually be using your processor to help move these guys around and determine best lane. But we now are at the Holy City. We got simulation accuracy high. And our traffic level, for the record right now, is 52%. And now we will turn this on, speed this up, and we can just watch this sort itself out in no time at all. Like, right now, vehicles are chugging a little bit because they're getting all their new instructions. So it's taking a lot of processing power just to be able to have it determine what the heck it's supposed to be doing, and sending everybody's getting its programming in. But as you can see, traffic, every lane being used right now, all flowing into here. This is starting to go down. We're starting to get more and more traffic coming down here. This is still backed up to here, but this is back up to about here. Starting to go down a little bit because now you're seeing more and more of a gap. A bit more of a gap right here. And going to this side, no longer backed up. They're not starting to go down. You're seeing all this just starting to go down. You still get that occasional person wanting to change lanes right there, but that's just kind of how it is. Sort itself through, then you get a big chunk of drivers going through. See, a lot of that's gone down. This is going down. We're getting a lot more fill going through there. Roads down here are still there while everything's still kind of emptying itself out. But look at this. This side here emptied out to here. This road completely cleared out. Not much traffic going through. We have no more traffic over here messing everything up. Vehicles are getting out just fine. There we go. Through here, this is now cleaned up. The road that was here that was full, that's gone. That's gone, pretty much gone. This one's almost gone. Down here, And this side's gone. Campus is still campus. This is still going through. This one is almost empty now. And then as the rest of the things open up, see, this is going through, and everything is going to start clearing itself out. Going up here. This is almost completely cleared. This is just about cleared out. Maybe 2 to 3 lights, and that's going to be cleaned. So there you go. So this is just by switching over your city and actually making sure that your traffic simulation's on high, and making sure that your CPU is doing some advanced traffic control, your city will actually start running properly. And so this is just pretty much the last area that kind of needs to be done, which I could even fix it if I just quickly popped in a light right here to give them the ability to turn through. So you know what, I will actually just give them a traffic light, and we'll actually even stop it. We'll edit this. We'll even give them every chance they can to clear out this traffic. Start that. There we go. There's maximum amount of time that each of those lanes have to clear out the traffic. And I guess as well, so why not? Actually, at this point, I should probably do him as the Mini 4. Oh, it's this one here. There you go. So, even just waiting that little bit for, while I was looking through that, traffic is gone. So no more traffic over here. This is all cleared itself out. This one's cleared itself out. That's cleared itself out. Everything's running super duper smoothly, and we are all good in the hood. And now go into our traffic percentage, 79%. We're back up to 80 where we want to be, and that should probably even just jump up in a couple seconds as this clears itself pretty much entirely. 81%. There we go. So now we're above the 80 where we should be. Everything is good. There's still, yeah, death wave here, so that clogs that up for a little bit. And a couple minutes later, that will actually clear itself back up again, and then we'll be back to normal. So there we go. That was one of the things I wanted to go through, and oh, the trains are doing this again. I really need to fix this. Give me 1 second. We will just exit out here like, you know. Oh, so never mind. It's that's having the issue. It's farther down. Okay. Okay, so that looks like just cleaning out a couple of those cars kind of solved that one. But yeah, that's a issue with one vehicle being slightly too long, which whenever that one turns up, destroys everything. So I'll need to actually fix this on a few off screen just to get that one cleared out for future. Actually, just CKDT. Let's just see if we can do that right now. Oh, there we go. I think that one right there might be all that we need to do to fix our traffic issues entirely. I think that's just one bad train. And that should solve the problem. We shouldn't have that anymore. So all the other vehicles should be the right length and not glitch out for no reason. So there we go. And whoops. Wrong button. Coming over here, this should all start greening itself back up again as everything starts to finally flow. Okay, so, yep, there we go. That is actually working. We're clearing out a lot of this. And these stops are only temporary as things kind of sort themselves out. And that's it. So, for the rest of this episode, what we are going to do is we are going to start making secondary highways. I'm going to actually run a line through here, going around, also connecting it at multiple points, just so we have considerably more highway access for the various different areas that we're going to have down the road. So that is what we are going to do, and we are going to do that through a bit of time lapse. So we will do that, and I will do a flyover at the end, and we will end the episode with that. So, hope you guys enjoy. Okay, so first things first here. Gotta select myself an interchange, which for me, I will always go with the Timbo interchanges because this guy is just amazing. You can find all these interchanges on Steam Workshop. Definitely recommend if you're wanting a good quality group of interchanges. Go to his. Just so well done, and accidentally put it in the wrong spot when I started, so that's why I ended up deleting it and putting it back in. And now just trying to put the roads connecting back into place. And I guess while I'm at it, might as well just do the old lane mathematics, getting those back into the correct levels there. So we have the 3 lanes going into 2, and then back to 3 when another lane comes back on, just to make life easier, which I'll probably even be upgrading that slightly more if that gets busy and actually going to a 4 lane down the road. But at least for now, we're just going to go with the easy method and just adding in just the 1 lane for now. But as I said, when we need to, we will change it. There we go. There's that one done. Into the turbo interchange, which is one of my favorite interchanges, just because it just does such a great job with processing all that traffic. And now the fun part of trying to figure out exactly where I'm going to move the highway and making sure it's actually still in a relatively close shape. That's kind of where I wanted it to go, so I need to at least find a way to get it in that general area. Which again, if I use using the parallel road tools mod, that would have been a lot easier, but I don't know why that mod hates me with a fiery burning passion. So I've just kind of given up on ever having to use that one, because I just had so many issues in the last series that we're just not even going to bother. Maybe they fixed it, maybe not, but at least for now we'll just kind of use this as is, and we'll do it all manually. And now, big part over here is we're getting over to the train station, the train line, and I'm gonna have to do a little work on that. But for now, might as well come through here and change the entire line from and actually put them in the correct orientation, so you have the 1 lane in the north-south direction, the other one in the east-west. One in the north direction, one in the south. Just reconverting that so they are all in a proper direction. And there we go. So we got that done there. And then come back here and just move the entire highway over so it's actually a lot closer to each other. Again, as I said, parallel road tools would have had that perfect gap, but it hates me, so I'm just gonna have to do it the old-fashioned way of moving it all together. And the unfortunate problem is that using the alt-click, it just doesn't quite work as well as one would think it would, so I'm just going to have the occasional little bit of jitteriness in it on the highway as we go along it, but shouldn't affect traffic in any way, shape, or form. And we can tidy up as we kind of go through certain areas, so that could also be a thing. As we build in an area. And here we're starting to get a little bit wider. I'm going to start doing selecting multiple nodes, moving them all in at once, because it's kind of, a lot of these are relatively the same in terms of their space. So where I can, I'll select multiple nodes at once, and then other places where, you know, there's too much of a distortion in the level that it doesn't really balance properly. Like even like right here, was a bit too much slope to one side, so can't really go too far with that. At least this one wasn't quite as bad, where I could actually adjust it pretty quickly and easily. Just going back to the rest of this here, we're just gonna have to just manually drag and drop as a lot of these, because it's just, so there's just so much space from the one side to the other that it just doesn't keep it even as you drag it through if you're doing multiple. So doing it one at a time has generally been the easier method of getting across, but not always. Now I'm going over to the entertainment district, which we're going to be redoing the roadway there, so that's only temporary for now until we actually start doing the entertainment area, because we're going to have to re-flatten that, and it's all going to be set up for the big island entertainment district. So for now, it's just a place and a placeholder. Okay, and now for train track, I debated whether or not to go train over or train under. I thought train under would be better and easier. Also thought about which way I wanted to do this. If I wanted to actually go and run it straight across, or even doing a bit of a turn, which me decided do a bit of a turn, make it look a little bit different. There we go, get ourselves our big curve to have that go in the southern border. So we have one more access point down here in the south, which we never had before, so want to get at least one access point through there. So additional ways to get off the map is always going to be a good thing, so make sure we got that done, and then just reverse the direction on this part of the highway so we have it all properly done, like a show. There we go. Now the entire highway from one side to the other is properly done. Now go through here and just slowly adjust this line, get it in to the place where we need it to go. Make it look all nice and, well, I'd say purdy, but less fugly. I don't know, for me, I've always struggled with the making sure everything looks absolutely perfect, but at least do what I can to try to get it as close as we can to presentable. And there we go. So now that entire highway is done. It's relatively close together, which is good. And now for the one last area over here. Gonna need to take apart this interchange, get this one taken, clean off the power lines, and then we'll go with the windmill as opposed to the turbine, which is, it's a very similar interchange between the two. It's part of the reason why I kind of chose it, but it's different enough that it gives itself its own little bit of uniqueness, especially since everything else is kind of different on here. I wanted each section to kind of have its own little unique connection, so And now this part here, I'm trying a lot harder to try to keep this as close as we can together. And of course stretching that through the middle so it is a lot closer, so we're not having to do as much adjusting when it's all said and done. And there you go. So as you can see, right there, for a little bit there I was trying to use the Alt drag with move it, but it just wants to move a bit too jaggedly, so I didn't want to actually keep on going with that, so that's why I stopped and was kind of doing it a little more manually, and eyeballing it. So he's still going to have a bit of an issue with the jaggedness, and it's going to look kind of ununiform, but it's still going to look pretty good. Now here, going back to doing lane mathematics, but on the top part there I had accidentally selected to ground only, so that's why that was being a bit of an issue on the bridge area, but now it's all good. Now we're going back to readjusting the road so we have a highway going down, proper directions, and then we can pop in our new interchange. Wedge was thinking of the Y stack, but decided, you know, I'm gonna go trumpet. Trumpet ones are nice, and we got a few different options that we can choose from, but go with that one since the way I delete it looks gonna be a little bit nicer to go with that way. And we'll pop that in and adjust this, and this is pretty much gonna be it for our for today's episode. So we're gonna just tidy up a little bit, and then we're gonna go to our flyover to be able to see all the work that we have done in this episode. And there we have it. So that is our new highway system running through the lower part of the map. Connecting through, we got a couple of connections going through. We got one connecting to the outside, an actual southern connection, where we never had one of those before, as well as this connection between the two interchanges. We will probably be doing one more up here, just to have one connection between those, which will probably connect up here to this one. Same with this one, will probably connect up here. So we'll have the highway in a huge grid pattern, but just too much time to do that in just a single episode. So we're going to be leaving it here for tonight. Next episode, we are actually going to work down here in the Nerd's Forehead. We're actually going to start getting our oil industry going, which is the reason why I wanted to get a road down here, so we can actually start getting this underway, then probably getting the docks. Then probably at that point, after the docks being done, we'll probably start doing the tri-state ghetto area, so getting more people in, so that's going to be the priority. But as I said, we'll end it here for tonight. So once again, I'd like to thank everybody for watching. Remember to like, share, subscribe, and all that, as it definitely helps the algorithm and helps the channel. So whenever you guys do that, it's always truly appreciative. And even if you don't, just watching the channel is more than we've ever expected. So we'd like to thank you guys so much for even just doing that. And again, once again, we're ending here for tonight. So thanks so much for watching, and have yourselves a good night.